Hello and welcome to vlog number 2. Um, this is really awkward for me to be talking. Actually, let me just take these out. I'm sitting outside the student lounge because everyone's in there and they're listening to explosions in the sky, which is awesome because I brought that up in our bio thing yesterday when we had to say what kind of music we like, and now they're all listening to it. So that's pretty cool. I get internet not in my room, unless it's like 4 in the morning and not your time, but my time, and no one else is using it. But otherwise I only get it in the lounge that's in there, or the student kitchen, maybe in these stairs that are like right up here. It's pretty cool out right now. We just got back. No, I should start at the beginning. Okay, so this is vlog number 2, meaning the last time I updated this, or did one of these, was in Minneapolis before I even left yet. So here's a basic summary of the past 3 days. I left the Minneapolis airport, couldn't post a vlog because there wasn't any internet, and flew to Chicago. Was in Chicago for like 6 hours, no Wi-Fi. You had to pay like $5 for 1 hour, so I was like, nope, that's okay. So I basically just like paced and tried to read the Hunger Games, but that didn't work. And talked to Samantha and Kent, and then we flew to Munich. I got to switch seats with a lady who asked me to switch seats with her, so I was like the end of like the middle 4, and there was like 2 on the other side of me, so I was able to like stick my legs out into the aisle, and that was really nice, just because I like kept cramping up and I'm not comfortable to be sitting for 8 hours in that position. So the annoying thing was every time I wanted to sleep, they would bring more food. They like brought a snack and then like dinner and then breakfast, and then like, so I watched a movie and then tried to sleep for like a good 4 hours, and I don't know if I did, but I wasn't too uncomfortable, so I might have. But anyway, and then we got off in Munich, and like we were going up the steps, and we see this lady holding a sign that says Venezia, and we were like, that's us. So we like, me and Samantha waited for Kent, and we walk up to her, and she's like, oh yeah, give me a ticket, but she's speaking all in German, and I'm like, okay, I don't know any German. And then she handed mine back and was like, no, and I'm like, this is the one to Venezia, like pointing, and she's like, no, they're on this flight, and then you're on this one, you're on a different one. It's 2 hours later, and Kent's like pointing, and I couldn't understand what she was saying at all. And then we were like, well, Kent's like, can you get her on the same flight? And she's like, no. And she calls someone, and she's like, oh, just up the stairs, and you'll find the información. That's Spanish. I don't know. I can't remember any German now. But anyway, they basically said that if I hurried, I could ask it on the flight, but it was like leaving in like 10 minutes. So I was like, okay. And I run up the stairs, like, and I look for the booth to be like asking questions. It's like, I don't know, I walked for like half a mile down this really long hall, and I'm like, this is not happening, and they're leaving in 10 minutes, and I don't know how to get there, and I don't even know if it's happening, and now I have no way of contacting anyone, because I don't have a phone, and this airport might be like the others and not have Wi-Fi. So then I'm like, kind of running, not really. I get to the booth, it's closed, so there's no one to talk to, and I'm like, okay, forget that. And so I checked the status of the flight that Kent and Samantha were going on, and it was like leaving in like 2 minutes. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking for the gate, but I can't get through because I have to go through customs. I'm like, awesome. So then I stayed in customs. Like, this lady's like, oh yeah, you gotta be in this line, get it stamped. And he's like, what's your destination? And I was all like, where am I going? Oh yeah, Venice. And I like yelled it, and I was super excited, but it was super embarrassing. And then you go through, and I'm looking for the gate, and all of a sudden I hear the last boarding call for their flight, and I'm like, oh crap, never mind. So then I just kept walking and found my gate. I had to switch to a different gate. I'm there all by myself, trying to get the Wi-Fi to work, and I was like willing to pay money because I needed to tell people where I was and what flight number I was on, and hoping they were waiting for me once I got there. But it was all in German, and then I couldn't, like, it wouldn't work at all. Like, nothing would work. So I'm just like, okay, chilling by myself in Munich. Everyone's speaking German. I get to the other gate, and I'm like the first one there. So I'm just kind of like chilling. And so I like fell asleep. I was really tired. I was like super paranoid, and I set an alarm, but of course it's not the right time. So I was like, okay. And then get on the airplane. I'm sitting next to this Italian guy who's like, oh, let me help you with your bag. And I was like, grazie, and he's like, prego, and I just got really excited because I was so excited to talk to someone in Italian. And like I was so tired, I was ready to fall asleep, but then of course we fly over the Alps, and I'm like, whoa, and I was like glued to the window the whole time, and I was really mad because my camera was in the bag above, the bag that was above me, and I was like, dang it. So I'm like using my tablet trying to take pictures. I don't know if I can get them off. So we'll just see. Maybe I can show you. It was really, really cool. And then we get like right above Venice, and he's like, Venezia, and like pointing out the other side, and so I could barely see it, but it was like really cool from above, and I was like, I can't believe I'm in Venice. But then the sad thing was, we haven't been to Venice yet, because when I got off the plane, waited for my luggage, I was like, I hope they're still here. And then immediately when I like leave it, I see Kent and like Sam Spatola sitting out there waiting for me. And so they brought, no, it wasn't Sam, it was Tom. He works here with the organization. So he drove a van of like 7 of us back here, and we had a little bit of unpacking time. Leaving each other awkwardly. Everyone's like, oh yeah, we were waiting for you. I'm like, oops, sorry. Everyone's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't know, it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be when at first I found out. So it was fine. But yeah, and then we went to bed at like 9:30 this Italian time because we were like so tired after we ate. And we woke up pretty early. But I couldn't sleep for like 4 hours in the middle of the night. It was super weird. I don't know, jet lag probably. And then I dreamed about being at school and having college dinners. Andy and Peter, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And then, okay, so I need to like cut this because it's already 7 minutes long. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm just too tired to vlog. I really want to vlog right now. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, we did that. Oh my gosh, what did we do? Wake up for breakfast. We had orientation, kind of like introductions for like a while, just talking about culture and like different things we needed to know. Lunch, and then we had a little bit of break, and then we walked to Casarsa and took a train to Pordenone, and got to walk around there for a while, and it was like our first day of like our cultural, like Italian cultural class. And we had to like observe what people were wearing, like their mannerisms, gestures, differences. I don't know, interesting things. And walked around, tried to get money from the bank. Mine's not working, so I don't have any money. So what else do we do there? We had a lot of time there. Oh, we went to a cafe. And it was like, we need to try something new. So I'm like, Cioccolata. I think it's one or the other. And then forgot it. Freddo is cold. So I ordered that, and it was like hot chocolate, but it was not hot. It was cold, and it was like literally like melted chocolate in a cup. It was so good. It's like super rich and dark, and like served in a wine glass with a straw. I'm like, whoa, I could get used to this. So I didn't have any caffeine in me, so I was like super tired. And then I hope you can hear me, by the way, with the mic, because everyone's behind me in this door that's open, and I feel like I can hear me, and that's awkward. But anyway. And then we came back, we ate. What time was it then? Yeah, 7:30. They ate at 7:30 here. And that's dinner. And then lunch is at 1, and then there's the riposo until about 3:30, but we didn't really have that today. And then after supper, we went to the medieval festival, which was awesome, like Italian Ren Fest. And okay, guys, I need to be done with this, but it was like Katniss Everdeen meets Italia, because I got to shoot bow, and I have no idea if I hit the bullseye because I couldn't see it because it was dark out. Anyway, that was super awesome, and now we're all back, and I'm tired, and I really want to say more, but this is already 10 minutes long, and so I think maybe if I have a proposal tomorrow or rest time, I'll, like, give you guys a video of, like, my thoughts. But anyway, that's a summary of what's happened. I love you all, and I miss you. I miss your company. I don't wish I was in Minnesota, though, so, because I like it here. But anyway, I love you, and good night, or buena noche.